And so a very interesting thing that I've started to notice when I'm perusing through a lot of tech media out there. And one of the craziest things revolves around my newfound interest and like for nothing technology, particularly having to do with the nothing phone devices. So welcome to the channel. Appreciate you guys for stopping by and listening to my little spiel here on tech. And if you guys enjoy it, do me a solid and smash the like button, because it only takes a second just to get that done. And it really does help out my channel and goes a long, long way. And on top of that, if you decided to click that subscribe button, thank you so much for doing that. And yeah, turn on bell notifications so you guys don't miss a video upload for when I go live, or like I said, video upload. But without further ado, let's get into today's topic, and that's talking about nothing phones. And this is something that's pretty unique and weird at the same time, because normally you see a lot of people that always try to justify a reason to upgrade to the next device. Every time a new like Galaxy device comes out, there are like 100, 200, even thousands of people that will give reasons why you need to upgrade from the previous year's model. And the same will go with the Pixels, the same will go with the iPhone, and just about any other brand out there. But nothing is very unique, and it's not like it's getting negative coverage, negative publicity, or any of that. The crazy thing is, that I think people just really find it satisfying to hold on to a nothing phone device for a lot longer than what we are usually used to seeing. Most people are talking about the Nothing Phone 3A, which recently just came out, and it's showing to be a pretty good, solid mid-range device. I mean, a lot of people are really enjoying it, and for the price tag of $379 in the US, I mean, yeah, people feel like they're getting their money's worth. Does it have its caveats? Yeah, of course, every device does. But people are enjoying the Nothing Phone 3A and the Nothing Phone 3A Pro. Now, there are people who were like, I am holding out for the Nothing Phone 3, which should be launching in July of this year, possibly. I mean, that's what a lot of the rumors is talking about. But the thing about that is, there are people who are using the Nothing Phone 1, such as myself, and are finding it satisfying. Not feeling the need to upgrade to the Nothing Phone 3A or the 3A Pro, or even the upcoming 3. Maybe those thoughts might change when the phone finally comes and we know a lot more about it and what it's bringing to the table. Maybe that is probably the button pusher there that will get majority of those who say that they're satisfied with their Nothing Phone 1 to jump and get the Nothing Phone 3. But I will tell you guys that even though the Nothing Phone 1 has been out for quite some time already, and the Nothing Phone 2 came out, was it like 2 years ago? I personally, even though the Nothing Phone 3 could bring a lot of new things to the table, obviously nothing technology getting its footing in the smartphone game, and now being able to do some things the way that they envisioned it to be. They may add things that will have a lot of us like, whoa, wow, like I really want that on my phone, or I really got to have that feature, it's useful to me and everything like that. But for me, it's been satisfying with the Nothing Phone 1. And if you guys have not, go check out my review videos of this phone to hear my thoughts of what I think of this phone. But I'll even tell you in a nutshell right now, I think this is a very solid, capable phone. And the only thing that worries me about the Nothing Phone 1 is software support, longevity, the future of it. It's crazy for one to sit there and plead with nothing technology and say, hey, could you do what Pixels are doing, 7 years of OS support? It would be rude in a way to kind of demand that out of a company that's still just fighting for its stake in the smartphone game, to be able to run against the other players in the game. It would feel too demanding. And I don't know how big of a team Carl Pei has, but he may not have the resources to dedicate continuous support for the Nothing Phone 1. Hindsight, I would be okay with just 5 years of software support, but even still, that feels like I'm asking for too much. But this is one of those phones where I'll tell you guys that I just really wish that they would just continue the life by supporting it with software support. Like, I don't need it to get all the latest features that the newer Nothing phones will have. I just want it to run the most up-to-date Android software. Now I could go third party and go with third party developers to use custom ROM on this, flash a custom ROM on this and everything like that. But I guess for me, I would just feel 100% good about it if it came directly from Nothing Technology. And no offense against, the custom ROM devs out there, but just it coming from Nothing, just that there is some sort of support if things goes wrong. I think that's like one of the big risks with custom ROMs, is that if something goes wrong, well, you're at the mercy of your own knowledge plus the knowledge of the community out there if they're willing to help you. Just saying. So for my reasonings, I just like it. The user interface with Nothing OS, I love it. I think it's great. I like the design. I like the little attention to details. Even though that it has bezels, I like how it's symmetrical around the entire display. It's even. You don't have like a thick bottom, a thick top, and skinny sides of bezels. It's like all the same all the way around the display. I do enjoy, Nothing OS and what it brings to the table, and even the fact that the Wi-Fi button, the Wi-Fi button is separate from the data button. So if I drop down quick settings, I don't have to go through multiple taps to get to Wi-Fi to shut it off. I can just do it from the quick settings, where it has its own dedicated pill button for it, as well as just some things you may find useful and playful and fun and things like that. I mean, I've mentioned that in the review, so go check out the Nothing Phone 1 update review. But I can understand why some people who are being genuine on social media about that, they're not wanting to upgrade from the Nothing Phone 1 just yet. They're not in a rush to, because they still enjoy it. I know exactly what they mean, because hey, I still enjoy mine.